Hold on. Okay, thank you ladies for joining us. This is our Single Ladies Tribe, which is run by Tanya, the leader of our Single Ladies Tribe. Tanya is here, but off camera for the moment. We will have her introduce herself and tell us a little bit about the tribe and any events that she has had and any coming up. But first, we always start our Friendship Mixers events with a little video about ourselves, because we know some people come and they don't know our history or our background. So this will just give you just a little bit about us and why we're here and what we do. So let's watch that and then come back and officially start. It's only a minute and a half. Here we go. Hello, ladies. I'm Kiki Strickland, the founder of Friendship Mixers. Thank you so much for attending this event. I wanted to just share a few quick things with you while you're here. We are a women's organization that promotes healthy female friendships, and we are very multicultural. We're in several cities, including these: New York City, Charlotte, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Maryland, Northern Virginia, Atlanta, Philadelphia, and Boston, soon to be in the following cities: Miami and Fort Lauderdale, Raleigh, Durham, Houston and Dallas, Chicago. We will eventually be on the West Coast, and also London and South Africa. We have several tribes, including these here that you can see. We're looking for leaders of some of these tribes. Please check out our website at friendshipmixers.com to get more involved with us. We would like for you to become a member if you like our group, if you feel comfortable here, and if you feel like we're a fit for you, then please consider becoming an official member and joining us on our private members only platform. So looking forward to having you join us and enjoy the rest of the event. All right, so that is just a little bit about us. We did close out 3 of our meetups, New York, Charlotte, and Philadelphia, to make room for new meetups, which will be Chicago's, Raleigh, Durham, and Fort Lauderdale and Miami. So those will be starting this month, and the New York and the Charlotte and the Philadelphia meetups are now closed. That doesn't mean we still don't have a chapter in those locations. We definitely do. Now it is just housed only on our private platform. So if you are in one of those cities, but you have not officially joined us, then now is definitely the time to do that, because you won't be able to see any of our events anymore unless you are an official member. This meeting here, this Single Ladies Tribe meeting tonight, is actually our last open meeting, tribe meeting. So you must become a member to participate in our tribes in the future. You will still be able to come to our monthly mixer, which is every first Saturday of the month, where we talk about a friendship topic. You'll still be able to come to that, but you will not be able to participate in all of our tribes. This is our Single Ladies Tribe. Tanya, please tell them a little bit about what the Single Ladies do.
Sure. My name is Tanya Hedgepeth. I'm sorry I'm not on camera this evening, you guys, but I had a really rough day. I kind of got like a headache. So, but I wanted to make sure that I did participate. So you just pretend like you see this beautiful, glamorous lady on the screen. But anyway, we've done a variety of different events. Most of our stuff has been online. We had a life coach. We've done an online happy hour. We did plan a game night, but it wasn't well attended. What am I missing? We had like an introductory session. So yeah, so we've done, some things. We had a winery visit scheduled this past Friday, but unfortunately the rain washed it out, so we weren't able to go. And we have, similar to like he was saying, there people from everywhere, all around the country who participate. And so, we have a variety of different people who do participate in the Single Ladies Tribe. It's all about, just getting to know other single women. We know that, as you get older, it's difficult to establish relationships, especially, female friendships, because people have their friends that they've been knowing since college and, high school, or, whatever relationship you have with women. So if, you're longing to have, those type of relationships and those type of friendships, it's kind of hard as you get older. So we're kind of using this platform to try to connect people in different areas, because there are some women from Boston who are part of the tribe who've connected in Boston as a result of this group. Women in the DMV area, which is where we are, Kiki and I, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. And so, some people have met and connected in this area as well. And I'm sure, in other places, women have connected and done that sort of thing. So, it's interesting, like I said, as you get older, trying to establish these relationships. So that's the point, to try to, create opportunities for women to meet each other and establish strong friendships. So enough of my babbling. I'll turn it back over to Kiki.
Thank you so much, Tanya. And as Tanya said, we are in the DMV area. I'm in Baltimore, and Tanya is closer to the DC area. So our Single Ladies events in person, of course, will be here. But the ultimate goal is for us to have a Single Ladies Tribe in all of our locations, because we know there's a great number of you out there in our group, and you want to be able to get together where you are. So we will continue to do things virtually so that we can all participate together no matter where we are. And then we will also have our individual in-person events in the future. We know the pandemic is still out there too, so we're not able to do everything we want to do yet, but it's coming, so stay tuned. All right, so for those of you that just came in, I'm recording this part because I'm going to give you all some tips. Then I'm going to stop recording so that we can all share and you guys can tell us a little bit about your experience or ask any questions. So this part is being recorded, but don't worry, the second part will not be. So I wanted to have this because, as some of you may know, I have worked with singles many, many years. And while I'm not doing that currently at the moment, I am myself doing online dating. And I'm meeting a lot of great guys, going out on dates, and just talking with a few of you here and there. I was sharing a little bit, and I decided to do it in a larger format like this, and to also record it so that I can put it on the YouTube channel. So I'm going to tell you a few things that I've come across, and then we'll open it up later for your questions and comments. So here's what I want to share with you guys. All right. The first thing I want to say about online dating or any type of dating is, before you start anything, make sure that you're actually ready. If you haven't healed, if you're coming out of a relationship and you still feel a lot of hurt and anger, that probably means you're not quite ready yet to move on. You might want to talk with a therapist or just take some time to reflect on things, do some introspection. There's no need to rush and get back out there. I know a lot of people try to tell you, while you're trying to get over somebody, to jump out there and meet somebody new right away, but that's actually the worst thing to do, to rush. So if there's any reason why you should not be out there yet, just take your time, relax, give yourself a few more months, maybe a goal for January, the new year, but just chill right now. Get with a counselor or in a Bible study or whatever you need to do in order to heal first. Or if you're feeling desperate, if you're feeling like, oh, I just got to meet somebody, then that means you probably should just take a step back and not rush out there. All right, so that's number one. Number two, I would say, figure out what your goal is for this time. At different times, you're looking for different things. I know for myself that I'm not ready to be in a committed relationship, but I am open right now to just meeting and making some friends with men going out on dates and getting to know them. So my goal is not to actually get into a committed relationship right now. My goal for online dating right now is just to mingle, meet some new friends. And I had a goal of 3 to 5 new guy friends. So that's my goal. We'll talk about what your goal is later. Do you want a boyfriend, meaning you do want to be in a committed relationship right now? Are you looking for a husband right now? Are you just looking to get back out there because you haven't dated in a while? So you just want to, see what's out there, maybe do some mingling. You need to know what your goal is before you step on out there and get online. The third thing is you need to have your strategy for online dating. I know people that have been online for years and years and years and never met anybody, and it's because they don't really have a strategy. They just don't know what they're doing. So it is good for you to know what the best sites for you are, how long you're going to plan to be on that site, when you're going to log in to check your messages from that site. You want to have your strategy already planned out. How long are you going to chat with these people before you meet them in person? So you want to think about all of these things and already know what you're going to do before you even get on a site. And then selecting your site is we could do a whole seminar just on which site you should be on, because it's not going to be the same for everybody. What will work for me might not work for Tanya, and what might work for Tanya won't work for somebody else, because we're all individuals. We're looking for different things. We like different kinds of men. We don't like all the same men. So, and I'll talk about which sites I have used and which sites I liked. And I'll tell you which sites I hated. And there probably will be different. I have a guy friend who's been married for many years, and he met his wife on eHarmony. And I always tell the story about how I hated eHarmony when I was on eHarmony. Now, mind you, this was years and years ago. Some of the sites that are out now weren't even out back then. But he found his wife on eHarmony, and I was like, what? I couldn't find any. I hated eHarmony. You couldn't even look up profiles back then. So anyway, I'll tell you which sites I like. And then why online dating? I know a lot of you hate online dating, but the reason why I do recommend that you try online dating, because it's the easiest and quickest way to meet new people. You would not meet these people on a day-to-day basis, just going out to work and church and the gym. So this is going to immediately, where else can you immediately have like a whole thousands of men at your fingertips? So that's why online dating is still recommended by me. I know people hate it and people have all these horror stories, but you also know people have good stories. I'm sure you know people that have met their spouse online. My ex-fiance, I actually met on OkCupid, the free site of all places. And I'll tell you a little bit about that too. For those of you that are believers, Christian women, I have a few additional tips. And the first one is to pray about it. Pray about what you should do. Pray about whether you should go online and which sites. Don't just keep the mindset, if this is where you're at, that you cannot meet a Christian man online. You can, and I have. But we do want you to be led by the Lord. So make sure that you are taking everything, every single aspect of it in prayer. What to say to the people that you're meeting there, when to meet them, all of that. And you don't have to be on a Christian site to meet a Christian man. I met my ex, like I just told you, on OkCupid, which is not a Christian site. I also like ChristianCafe.com, because I met a lot of serious Christian men who were pastors and ministers and who, really knew the word. But if you're weighing the Christian site or non-Christian site, it does not have to be a Christian site in order to meet a Christian man. You just have to be very, very specific in your profile about wanting a Christian man. and about how important that is to you. For the Christian ladies, I also want to make sure that I say, be discerning. Do not operate in loneliness. Because when you're starting to talk with people, sometimes you'll realize he's not quite a fit, or he's not where you want him to be spiritually. So don't try to force that. If he really doesn't have the godly qualities that you're looking for, next, move on. And remember that it's just another way to meet more potentials. You're not supposed to stay online. You're just meeting there, exchanging numbers, and or doing virtual dates. And then you're meeting in person. So it's not about being online at all. In fact, you should be online a very short time with a person. I believe in meeting right away. And I tell them even in my profile that I believe in doing a virtual date and then meeting as quickly as possible. And they usually like that. All right, so I've done a lot of talking. I want to hear from you guys. If you are one that was just watching this as a video, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.